Hello everyone, Fanta here. You're watching Fantavision, and today I am doing another sort of not really Tales from Retail. I'm doing more of a video about will retail even exist in the future? Now, what I mean by that is not, of course, stores not existing in the future. Of course, stores are going to exist in the future, but are brick and mortar stores going to be around as much as they are today? And I've looked into some of the different trends in the market. I've looked into online versus brick and mortar, what the growth is for online versus brick and mortar, and I think I've come to a couple conclusions and a couple of predictions that I can safely say are pretty accurate. Today I'm drinking the Grapefruit Sculpin by Ballast Point. It's quite delicious. I enjoy it a lot. It is an IPA. I like it. It's great. And before I dive in, of course, please leave that like. It really does help out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. Will retail brick and mortar stores be a thing of the past? Because this has been something I've been thinking about for a while as I've been doing all these tales, and I'm like, in the future, people might not even be able to have these sort of experiences. People might look back at mine and Camelot's and countless other people's videos about what it was like working in retail as some sort of history lesson as to what it was like for those type of workers that no longer exist anymore. Because I believe that at some point in the far distant future, electronic stores and just retailers that don't really need to just be a single type of store are going to be gone. There'll be grocery stores, and they'll have electronics sections. It'll be like Walmart's in the future if you want to get electronics in person and not order them online. Because think about the speed in which you get your products now. I mean, I'll order something off of Amazon. It'll be here the next day. It'll be here in less than 24 hours. And with that sort of speed, you're going to be seeing competition in the future, especially as that ramps up. You're going to be seeing another type of Amazon thing. You're going to be seeing them have their own drivers. You're going to be seeing so much competition in that realm because that's where most of the shopping is going to be done. There are still lots of people nowadays that like to go to the store, but this crisis might push people to start shopping online more often even after all of this blows over. I feel like this might be the push that makes everybody start shopping online more. And the thing is you can see this in not only your daily shopping, but you can even see this on Black Friday. I've noticed over the years that Black Friday has tapered off a bit. Now, I'm sure you still see busy stores in your area, but try to compare those numbers to before. Before, people were getting trampled, people were getting just killed on Black Friday because of how crazy it was. Now, all of those deals are on sale online, usually the day before, sometimes a week before. The thing about Black Friday is that it's almost an online-only shopping experience, if you're smart, because all of those same deals that are in stores are also online. And as more people figure that out, especially now that they're moving Black Friday, earlier and earlier and earlier online, and they're having all these pre-Black Friday sales online, there'll be less and less people shopping in stores. And if you take a look at the past, I mean, think about all the different stores that don't exist anymore due to the internet. Circuit City, Radio Shack, Ultimate Electronics, Blockbuster. Now you could be like, well, Fanta, that's different. Is it though? I mean, Netflix is basically online shopping for movies. And I get that that is a completely different service, it's streaming, but I mean, as the things shift more online, I mean, think about it. Music streaming has pretty much killed all music stores. Everything is going to keep shifting to a digital direction, and we're going to be seeing these stores that are specialized in a certain thing dying off, which means there's going to be less brick and mortar stores. Hell, even sporting equipment stores are pretty much all gone, because they're so specialized and there are really not that many things that you need to see in person to know that you're going to buy later. I mean, I've seen like Dick's Sporting Goods close, Sports Authorities bankrupt, Big Five barely exists anymore. Barnes & Noble's on its way out just because they sell books, which you can buy online. That's what Amazon originally was an online book selling store. Music, again, everyone streams. And movies, everyone streams. So the only real thing that doesn't have a huge presence online shopping, I guess, is board games. But even then, I mean, you can buy all board games on Amazon too. And there's lots of other board gaming websites you can buy board games off of. And the thing is that a lot of these stores are slowly becoming online showcases. And what I mean is that people are going into these stores just to look at the item and then purchasing it online. It's because they're getting the delivery. They're able to comparison shop so much easier online just by having things open in different tabs, having all the stores in different tabs instead of driving from store to store trying to find the best deal. There's no reason to do that anymore. Now that the internet exists, there's no reason to go to a store kind of at all. You can do all of your research online. Even back in February of 2019, the Commerce Bureau of the government, I mean, this is a real stat here, was saying that online sales had actually beaten out in-store sales for the first time ever. And what kind of sales are going on in February? Why are people shopping a whole lot in February online? If they think about it, what a random month to have higher online than in-store. But that shows the direction in which the economy is going. We're going to see a lot more people only shopping online because they don't want to deal with lines. They don't want to deal with the people that work there. They don't want to deal with other shoppers. They don't want to deal with having to leave their house and go somewhere. Think about the advantages of shopping in-store versus online. I don't think there's a single advantage to in-store shopping. Back before the internet was a big thing, you go in and you ask them questions to find out more about a product. Well, I don't know if you've worked retail, but if you've worked retail like I have, most of the people don't know anything about anything because we're not paid enough to give enough of a shit to do all the research on every single TV on the wall. We're going to be looking at the same piece of paper you are and then use the rest of our general knowledge about TVs to try to help you. We're not going to go above and beyond for minimum wage. And I don't blame retail employees for not going above and beyond because all of that information is available online. People can look at professional reviews. People can look at websites that do an entire breakdown of all the specifications and compare it to other TVs. And in that same listing, they can show you the cheapest place to buy it. The only thing I can think of that people really need the day of are like appliances and stuff like that if they die. And maybe a retail employee can help with that. But even then, most of the shopping is going to be done online. And if you can order said appliance online and have that store deliver it to your house that same day, again, I don't see the reason for them to go in store, besides the fact that they're having them bring it from the store and that's why they can get it the same day. But if they have a warehouse in the same area, you're still going to get it the same day. That's why, like I said, I'm getting a lot of things from Amazon in the same exact day or the very next. Because there's a warehouse here in this state. There's a warehouse in most states nowadays. There's a warehouse in most big cities. And groceries. I feel like groceries are another thing that are really the only thing that's going to be staying in store maybe forever. I know there are grocery delivery services. People can pay people to go out and go shopping for them. There are some stores that offer delivery. But with groceries, most of the time, people want to be there to pick it out themselves, and that's the easiest way to do it. So until you can put on a VR headset and walk through a virtual reality grocery store and pick up the stuff that you want, I think brick and mortar grocery stores are going to be sticking around for the long haul. Though I feel like that would be pretty dope, and I think I would probably do some VR grocery shopping rather than actually go to the store. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty awesome. And all these sort of things are why different politicians have said that there needs to be some sort of, universal income. Now, with all of these online services, you're still going to need people that do delivery. You're going to need people that do the warehouses. You're going to need all that. So they're still going to be employing people, but I feel like we're going to see a lot of unemployment in the future when it comes to the retail sector. You can have a lot less people serving a lot more people when it comes to online shopping. All the Walmart employees that are aimlessly walking around the store not really doing anything, that's not going to be a thing in the future because there's going to just be a certain amount of people and all those people are going to be working in a warehouse and they're going to be just working at a breakneck speed just like Amazon warehouses right now. Now, I hope that's not the case. I hope that in the future we're going to standardize that sort of stuff. We're going to put into practices more humane ways to treat workers because, I mean, Amazon delivery drivers are pissing in bottles and people that are working in those warehouses are doing the same. I've heard of some people wearing diapers just because they don't have enough time to go to the bathroom. I've heard some very shocking things coming out of these warehouses because of that breakneck speed that they have to keep up. This could, of course, be kind of relieved by competition in the future, but as people shift more to online, it might even get worse. And the sad thing is that people are always going to need jobs, so I feel like the treatment of employees, I guess it might not even change with competition, because think about how Walmart treats their employees and how other stores treat their employees. Walmart still treats them like crap. Amazon still treats them like crap. But people need jobs. They need to feed their families, so they don't really have a choice. People are always like, oh, if you don't like the job that you're working, just go get another one. Like, it's just so easy to go to the job store and just get a job. I don't know if you've gone out and gotten a job, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. And in the future, when there's even less options, it's going to get worse. It's going to be a interesting future for sure when it comes to people that are not working in specialized fields, people that are working in factories, people that are working in retail. All of these things are going to start being phased out by robots. I mean, there are entire warehouses that are run by robots. So even though retail brick and mortar stores are going to start disappearing, then all those people are going to shift to warehouse jobs and deliveries because there's no retail stores to work at. Then those are going to be replaced by robots in warehouses. And then what do you do? Then where are people going to work? I don't know. It's a scary future, and we'll just have to see where it goes. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about if retail really will disappear completely when it comes to brick and mortar stores, or if you think that people will always prefer to shop in stores. Or if you think just, there'll be enough people to shop in stores to make it worth it for companies to actually pay that overhead and pay all those employees. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you guys. Now, a lot of people don't like Ballast Point because they were bought up by a big corporation, and that corporation, I guess, had political donations and stuff like that. But fun fact, Ballast Point is no longer owned by Constellation Brands. They're now owned by a really small beer company that was backed by some financial entrepreneur investing firm. It's very confusing. They originally sold for about $1 billion to Constellation. And it's rumored that they sold for $100 million to this smaller company. With this current climate of probably more than 22 million Americans that don't have jobs now, it also brought upon this thinking of what are people going to do in the future when brick and mortar stores don't really exist. I mean, more and more stores are closing, more and more jobs are being lost and not being replaced. So it's going to be a scary and uncertain future for a lot of people that can't afford to go to college and can't get into a specialized school. It really does make me worried for those people, or you know what, even worried for the people that are going to college or the people that are in high school, just trying to earn money on the side, buy a car, pay car payments, pay rent, pay for school. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of people in the future to pay for these things if you don't have these lower skilled jobs that don't require a specialized degree. We'll have to see what replaces all that in the future. And also, completely off topic of that, I will be streaming tonight over on Twitch. I'll be streaming some Gears Tactics most likely, or there's like some unpacking game I might play with Steven where you move people's houses, you move furniture and stuff. It's kind of like Overcooked, but moving furniture. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I'm streaming tonight, but definitely come on over to Twitch.